Hey boys, welcome back to Small Raiders career. It is round 10 of our season here, and we are coming off a couple of back-to-back wins. The Warriors are still up the top of the ladder, doing well. Going to be taking on the Doggies in this match. So yeah, we're approaching. I mean, round 10. I think the City Country game just got played on the career mode, so we're approaching Origin football. I don't think we should be pretty much unscathed. Potentially, well, Papali surely will be out, and then I don't think anyone else. I mean, obviously Nick Kotrick, Croker, Wyden, all potentially could get picked, but I think only, I know, actually Jared Croker does get selected actually a few times in other career modes I've played, so you know we could be a couple of players, but it's not going to affect us too much. We got a lot of Englishmen in this team, a lot of New Zealanders in the Raiders squad as well. So yeah, hopefully we can have a nice little run around that time. As this one, I actually can't believe that was out of the full, dude. I thought that was a fantastic option, and the wind was pushing it left to right. I thought this was potentially, it might have started out wide, but I thought it would swing back with the breeze. Also being a left footer, but apparently it just they called it out straight away. So I don't know. I guess it didn't come back, and they didn't let it. But yeah, a bit unlucky. Probably. I mean, the kick was not even like a risky option. We came up with the worst possible outcome, kicking it out on the full, but not a bad option really. Having Kotrick outside of us to chase the ball down. The last tackle, the Bulldogs, with Kieran Foran not getting to their kick. That was their last tackle options definitely left a little bit to be desired in last season. Well, yeah, last season in real life. They're occasionally not bad, but it was a lot of times a fairly weak point to their play. The kicking game. Lachlan Lewis, honestly, is a pretty good kicker, but he definitely has a lot of shockers in him. He's got a booming kick, but he can have a shocker here and there. His Chansey, Nickel Clockstad, absolutely shot out of a cannon there back on the inside. It's great to see. The CNK just absolutely flew up the middle, palmed off. I think it's Hopewade, the Bulldogs fullback, and that's sort of a funny thing as well, dude. Thinking of Bulldogs. I still think William Hopewade is the best fullback the Bulldogs could have. That was a great bit of play there. We still got the ball somehow. Hodgson got absolutely level, but nice bit of passing and footwork in and around the ruck there. And then a forward pass. That's silly. But yeah, I think Hopewade is easily the best fullback option at the Dogs. But they went and signed Watene Zelezniak, who, he's a good player, but I actually think Zelezniak is a better winger than he is fullback, or at least he's not as good as Hopewade at fullback. I just find it weird that they signed Zelezniak, and it seems, I don't know, the consensus seems like most Bulldogs fans are happy with the signing of Zelezniak. I mean, obviously, good player. Is this one kick through? Oh, they're going to win the chase, so usually that works pretty well as Lachlan Lewis now picks it up, and Chansey. I think Chans was the one who made the break, so that's a huge bit of effort there from our fullback. That was massive play, attack and defensively, unreal. And then he's going to get it again. Jeez, he's having a barnstormer, Chans, but that one apparently is going to get called a knock on. A little bit unlucky, but we're being a little loose with the control and the offloads at the minute. But we're looking good. It's honestly been a pretty good first half of footy. But yeah, I don't know. The Dogs fans seem to be pretty happy with Zelezniak at the back there. I still look at it like Hopewade is the best fullback, and I even like Nick Meaney as the fullback. I still don't really get why they signed big money for. Well, it probably wasn't big money, but it would have been fairly substantial. I mean, he is a test player. As unfortunately the Dogs, we just kept giving them chances and chances, and then the dam finally broke there. Josh Jackson, usually a fairly well-deserved try scorer, just is able to burst his way through. A pretty soft effort there. just before the break too, so that's it's a bit of a coach killer. Looks like we are going to go in 6 apiece in this half, so yeah, we gotta come out and fire up. We were good in the first half. We just threw too many silly offloads. Honestly, yeah, just probably a little bit of overconfidence creeping into our play in that half. Felt like it was coming pretty easily, and we didn't capitalize at all. So, put your head down and toughen up a little bit. So, yeah, it'll be hopefully a good second half. We can fire up a bit, but yeah, the Dogs next year I think they've signed a couple of good players as well. I mean, Joe Stimson, solid player. They signed a couple others as well, but I still don't think the Dogs are going to be very good next year. I still think, I definitely don't think they're going to make the top 8. They'll probably, I think they'll be solid. I think they'll be pretty good. I think they'll be as good as they were at the end of the 2019 season, but I think teams will probably be a little bit more on the ball with them. And I really don't see them making the top 8. They'll be a tricky side for most teams in the comp, as that is a beautiful kick downfield, Joey Leilua. But it's going to be Apawade there burning us. ANC that misses him. Jordan Rapana, thankfully, is able to round him up, and that's a disappointing start. It's a good. I mean, that's one of those ones where you can't really help, as we get a little bit of luck right there. They tried the inside ball, and we were just sort of crowding the play, so we get a nice little turnover. So about 20 minutes left in this game. There's a nice little bit of play there. Gets it to Jordan Rapana, who's going to burn Hopawade, and that's a nice bit of play. Lachlan Lewis there. Can see the number 7 steaming through, but not going to be able to get to our flyer on the wing there. Just finding himself. I saw him in the middle of the field, and I was trying to get him the ball. It was a nice bit of play actually, because we got him isolated with a one-on-one big boy, a bit tired around the ruck there, and Rapana one-on-one around the ruck. I mean, he's virtually unstoppable as it is. As I tried with Joey Leilua, that was almost beautiful. It gets knocked down by the Dogs here, because I drew in 3 players, and then Hopawade just comes up with a clutch play to knock it down. That was almost sensational from our number 4, as off the scrum, a beautiful play gets it on to Rapana. But it's going to be, who is that? I think it was Lachlan Lewis who made the initial attempt, and then Josh Jackson is able to finish off the tackle. A little bit annoying, that's a Josh Jackson play, but I think Rapana with that much room to move, Josh Jackson definitely is not rounding him up, but that's the way the game goes sometimes. But it's been a good set. I'm honestly happy with the second half so far. Definitely not home and hose, as Leilua again here gets the pass. He gets knocked down. Somehow it's a knock on. Who is it? It's their ball. How was that a knock on? I looked at the replay because I'm like, what the hell? Rapana was going to pick it up and race away. As I tried to draw in Hopawade. I mean, I guess you could argue that might have been forward. It was flat, but a little bit harsh. We don't want to gift the Bulldogs a chance, and we are going to give them a last tackle option here. It's a well placed kick. Nick Kotrick underneath it. It gets knocked. We knocked it back. Actually, I was like, where the hell will the ball go? But I deliberately knocked it back just to be safe, because generally when you knock it like that, you're not going to get out-leapt, at least. Like, it'll come up with, like, you'll probably more often than not give away a dropout. But the end of the game here, I was like, you know what, that's fine. We'll have to make, like, 1 or 2 tackles. Only 1. So, pretty good option. And, a good second half. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.